Welcome. Another episode of the Recharge Podcast. We are on the eve of the summer solstice, I believe. But what I wanted to share in this episode deals with resilience. And I think it's just amazing how the universe has a way to conspire to give you the lessons and give you the examples you need at the right time. Although you may not always accept it or realize it, if you take a step back and contemplate what is really being shared and offered to you in a buffet style is really, in essence, a choose your own adventure. But if you look closely for the clues, the guidance, and the resources, they are there to change the shape of everything, the direction of life. And I want to share an example with this. I was struggling to get up and go to the gym and was sort of tired, maybe some bad decisions the night before, stayed up too late, too much screen time. And I wanted to go to the gym and have a decent workout, but I just wasn't feeling it. And tried a little extra caffeine and just couldn't motivate myself, but knew it was mission critical for the proper flow of the day. Any of you who are in your own space, whether it's entrepreneurial or otherwise, you realize how important routines, particularly exercise, movement, hydration, diet, sleep, all those things all rolled up into one have the power to make or break a day. But I got in the car, drove to the gym, and just started a new book that I've been anxiously awaiting the download of, and that it was about resilience by Ross Edgley, and he's just done some amazing physical feats. And as I popped my earbuds in the gym and I was listening to this, I just still was not feeling motivated. I was feeling lethargic and struggling, and fortunately the gym was quite empty that day, maybe 15 people in there. In the post-COVID realm, it's still quite sparsely populated at most times. And I noticed an older gentleman sort of staring at me with this sort of blank stare, and I just, tried not to put forth judgment and just continued my workout, and noticed that he was, cranking out some pretty impressive weight on the leg extension machine. And again, as he finished his sets, he had this blank stare in my general direction. It was sort of beginning to creep me out, but I continued on my circuit. I had a specific routine that I wanted to accomplish that day, and as he got off the machine, it became exceedingly clear what the issue was. And as he stepped off the machine, his leg didn't work. He couldn't get his foot to move forward. I could tell that it was tremulous. His hands were tremoring. One of the hands had a cramp in it. And it took him a bit of time to even get those first steps going. And as he walked with a shuffling, sort of broad-based gait, stooped posture, blank face, if any of you know what I'm talking about, you'll recognize this immediately. This is classic Parkinson's. And this gentleman was there at the gym. He was there when I got there, and he was there when I left, and he was cranking out repetitions on these machines with a decent weight. And I suspect the reason he would do high reps is because of a condition called bradykinesia, where basically, the motions are very slow to start and difficult to get going. And as he got his mobility and his motion going, it was easier for him to continue and do a long, decent set than to start and stop and start and stop. And I watched this gentleman go through his workout, and it just really gave me newfound energy and vigor, thinking that, here I am knocking on 50. This gentleman looked like he was easily pushing 70, and he's here, and he's putting himself through these motions, and he's doing the effort, and he's resilient. And that was my take-home message from the universe, that even though I had the ability to do whatever I wanted and I was struggling to get the motivation to do it, there's somebody else who is not taking any day for granted, not accepting anything other than but the true gift that the universe had delivered. So I hope you found that helpful. And if you find value here, like, comment, and subscribe. And I also encourage you to check out something a little bit different on my YouTube channel. There is a new playlist, if you will, and I'm not going to give it all away here and encourage you to check it out, but it's not what you think, nothing to do with health, but certainly has a lot to do with mindset and future directions. So have a fantastic week. As always, be safe, be well, take care.